As long as we're not going to drop. We're good. You're wired in. All right. Hey everybody, Chris with D43 Studios here with Dusty behind the camera tonight. Super special guest here tonight. First of all, I want to get into welcoming everybody back to the cast. This is the first of many getting back into it. Dusty's back home and he's here for good for now. And we're going to get back at this hard and heavy. And I could not be more honored to have our first guest be Drew with Crippling Hot Sauce. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, so my name's Drew. I'm 18 years old. I was born with cerebral palsy. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically a fancy name for brain damage. Just some parts of my brain are messed up, which causes me not to be able to walk. So I started Crippling Hot Sauce a little over 16 months ago, and the reason why is it started as a school project, just like any junior in high school. I had a mock business plan, and just like every other person in high school as well, I waited to the last moment, and I knew I had to get this done. So I opened it, and it was due in 48 hours. I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, I looked down, and I'm like, well, I can't walk, and I like hot sauce, so let's do Crippling Hot Sauce. Like, that's funny. And I'm like, I want to donate 5% to cerebral palsy research. So I type up this whole thing, and I'm like, this is awesome, you know. I'm like, I'm going to get an A on this, and I hit submit, and 2 days later, I get a grade back. It was a 82%, and I'm like, man, I got to figure out why, because I thought that was the greatest thing ever. Like, I'm like, even I thought that was like a Shark Tank idea, and I'm like, so I went up to the teachers at the time, and I asked them why, and I'm like, I don't care what you think. I thought this was the greatest thing ever. Can you tell me like what I did wrong? He's like, I thought it was a great idea, just unrealistic because of the name Crippling. And I'm like, I know many people in the disabled community's humor, and it's all the same. So I'm like, I think I can sell the heck out of this stuff. So I'm like, I decided that night to take it to market, and I ended up searching on Google a basic hot sauce recipe and tweaked it to there to make it my own, and that's how we came up with our most unique hot sauce being carrot and habanero. But yeah, 16 months later, I've sold over 65,000 bottles and have donated thousands of bottles to cerebral palsy research as a part of our mission to show that no matter the situation, anything's possible.
That is amazing. I know. So I met you in early October, I think it was, right?
Yeah, the Viking Fest.
Yep, at the Viking Fest in Festus. And I was intrigued by the Crippling Hot Sauce because, and I see what they mean. It's not PC, and it's, you know, but it's you. And you know, I talked with you for just a little bit there, and your energy is so infectious. And I was like, man, this kid's got it going on. And you know, it's some of the things that we're going to talk about here tonight that let me know further where you're at with your sense of humor and how you deal with your disability. And really, the more that I'm around you, and it's just been a very short time, I don't see this as a disability. I see this as an opportunity for you, and you're really driving this hard. And folks, I've had these hot sauces. I've tried them. I have 3 bottles at home. And if you're wondering if he said carrot and habanero, he said carrot and habanero. And what you get is you get the sweetness without having the typical honey or anything like that on the front side with the heat followed around behind it. These bottles and these sauces are absolutely incredible. And we're going to get to them a little bit more. But so you've been at this for only 16 months.
I've been at it only 16 months. The support from the community has been amazing.
I know that I was in and I look for them all the time now, and I was in a local Schnucks the other night, and I saw them, and I was like, yes, there they are. Yeah. They're out here. That's awesome. So what has the response from the disabled community been for you?
So, yeah, I didn't know what to think at first. I just knew the people I talked to in the disabled community loved it. So when I launched, I paid very close attention about what other people thought that were in the same situation as me, because that's very important. I never wanted to hurt anybody's feelings. I just wanted to show our sense of humor, and the response from them has been amazing. They're like, thank you. Like, we've always wanted somebody to come out here and do something like this, because people think like we get our feelings hurt easily, or they think like we can't do as much, and they keep us sheltered. So they're just happy that they have a positive voice out there that is not making the worst out of a situation, that's making the best. And really, they say that they think I will be a pioneer for many other disabled business owners. Speaking of that, I had the opportunity to testify in front of the Small Business Committee back in February about being a disabled business owner and how they could better change legislation to make that more possible for more business owners in the future that have disabilities.
Really?
Yeah.
So where was that at?
Washington, D.C.
You went out to D.C.
Yeah.
and you addressed like Congress or
Yeah, yeah.
somebody? That is absolutely
The
incredible.
Small Business Committee, and God, that place is expensive.
I bet it is.
I'm like,
Hey, let's jump back to the beginning here. So, who helped you with this?
so starting out, I grabbed the recipes, and then I have a very supportive family, so I kind of roped them all into it, and I'm like, they're like, oh, we'll just sell a couple of bottles. You'll be over this in 2 months. We'll sell bottles at the farmer's market and stuff like that. And after our first batch, that was just Mom. The Leader, which is a local newspaper in my area of Jefferson County, picked me up, and it just exploded. And after that, my mom called up my aunt, and she's like, can I get some help? And she's like, oh yeah, we'll help you. It'll be fun for a couple hours. Yeah, after that second batch, we spent the next 3 months every weekend, 12-hour days making sauce. And I don't know if it helped my family relationship or hurt it, but I think since since I moved it to a full-scale manufacturer, I'm gaining that love back slowly from my family.
The hard feelings,
Yeah.
and the cuts and the sauce
Yeah.
burns are going away, and the staining's coming out of the fingers now.
My mom's starting to like me again now that the pepper smell is out of her house.
Starting to like you a little bit. She actually helps you out now. She says hi in the morning.
Yeah.
Makes breakfast for you. What are some of these good on?
So I would say the hot is tremendous on wings. Make the wings, grill the wings ahead of time and toss them in sauce afterwards is the best way to do that. The medium is like great on like eggs, breakfast burritos, tacos, anything Mexican food. And the mild is great on anything you want for anybody that has a tender palate. So anything from chili to even wings if you don't want them too hot, or even tacos.
Now share with me what you said, that you almost killed one of the guys from the Bull about the medium sauce here.
Yeah, so when I pitched the medium sauce on a local news interview, I said, it's great, it's the medium's great on walking tacos, and they said, yeah, walking tacos, and I said, yeah, I haven't walked, let alone with a taco, but you could try it and let me know. And that's when he just started choking on his chip, and it like totally screwed up the interview. They had to totally switch the subject to stop laughing, but that's what I pride myself on, is no matter where I'm at or who I'm in front of, I'm just myself. And whoever's not going to like it isn't going to like it, but I'm not going to change for those people that do like it.
Don't change. Don't stifle yourself. Don't stifle your sense of humor. That's been what's so refreshing is to see that, because one of the new things that you've got going on is you have your own cooking show, and you started it with your cousin, correct?
Yeah. So my cousin Ty, I roped him into that. It was a late night, and I pitched him this idea, and he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I named it Gingerly Cooking with a Dash of Disability, and the hyphen is when two unfortunate circumstances collide in the kitchen. So the first episode released, we called it Rolling into Spicy Territory, and we've been lucky to say that was a smash hit success through the first episode, being viewed over 45,000 times, but it's just the beginning with our content grind, and we got one of the best videographers in the St. Louis area involved, and I'm just blessed for all the support I've ever received.
So, and one of the striking things about that is whenever you hear the title of the show, it's Gingerly Cooking with a Dash of Disability. And it's not what you think. They're not cooking with ginger. They're not making a whole lot of ginger.
Yeah, my cousin's
is
a redhead, a ginger.
He is a ginger. So we are gingerly cooking with a dash of disability. Again, this is a phenomenal just outlook on life. And if you can't get on board, then get the hell out of the way, right?
Yep, and that's what you're not going to make everybody happy, but you got to cater to those people that do love your sense of humor. I always say there's 3 billion people on the earth. If you can find 10,000 people that love your story and love what you're doing, you're just going to be just fine no matter what you're doing.
So, and so the show just took off. Where can people find the show at?
So on all social platforms, Crippling Hot Sauce, YouTube, Crippling Hot Sauce Drew, and hoping to expand that longer. Also, it's now on my website, thecripplingcompany.com, but who knows where it'll take it, whether a big network picks it up or not. But let me tell you, even if they do, nothing is going to change. Trust me, they're going to take it exactly how it is. And I'm just going to keep rolling with it and being myself, no pun intended.
That is amazing. Rolling into hot sauce, or rolling into hot stuff is an amazing title. Yeah. And again, so how long is your cousin going to like you for opening him into this? Or?
Well, I mean, it's still kind of new to him because fortunately my cousin was in the military for 10 years, so I think we got a while before he starts not liking family because he wasn't around much for 10 years. So I think I could buy a little bit of time.
You got some grace period in there?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say? Got some grace period in there?
Yeah. And throw a couple bucks his way, he's happy.
Hey, there you go. You talk about, you wanted to donate back to cerebral palsy research.
Yep.
I have an older cousin who, Jeffrey Reeves, he has had cerebral palsy since birth. Much worse than what you have. Yep. It. He can't, he barely walks. He's nonverbal. Knows his family, loves everybody. Yep. And it doesn't make him any less of a family member than anybody else. But I really appreciate, so that hearing that really resonates for me that you're doing something like that. How much money have you been able to give back to this point?
As of now, it's $5,760 in the first 16 months of our company's existence.
So that is, and that's $5,000 that they didn't have, because it's not a lot. I'll be honest with you, Drew, I didn't even know that there was a cerebral palsy research foundation for that. So now that I do know, that is one of the big things for us, is doing positive things for people. And we're going to hit everybody up that we know to try to help you out with that. But this is an amazing story. Can people order off your website?
Yeah, so thecripplingcompany.com, we are running a buy two get one free sale until Black Friday. I might extend it to Cyber Monday. You'll have to watch and see, but yeah, we're running a buy two get one free sale. And when you buy the sauces, not only will you notice the name's funny, but I made subtitles for each level of hotness. So the mild is called Just for the Parking, the medium is called Limping, and the hot is called Crippling Agony. So it's really just going back to the sense of humor.
Just for the parking. Just for the parking. That's right. And you've blessed us with some bottles to give away to some of our viewers. I appreciate that. I know Dusty does. Guys, we're gonna go through the people that watch this. Comment that I want some, and then we are going to pick a couple of viewers, and we're going to give some bottles of this hot sauce away, this amazing sauce. with an amazing story, an amazing person behind it. I'm looking forward to keeping in touch with you. I know that for myself, because, like I said, this is what we do. We like try to put that message of positivity out there in the world, and it doesn't get much more positive than your outlook on life. With what you've been saddled with since birth, and you are making a complete difference for everybody. I appreciate that.
Chris, you gonna try some crippling hot sauce on the agony? You
I
gonna try
don't.
it on the air?
I don't need to die right now, Dusty. I have an open bottle at home. I know what it tastes like.
Okay.
But we're going to like I said, we're going to give some of this away to our viewers tonight. We're also going to share all the content that we've got that we from Drew's pages. We're going to get the first episode and share it to our page to try to drive some more people to watch it as well. Folks, this is one of those nights that is making a difference in my life. Hopefully it helps Drew out with what he's doing with his mission. And this is really, really, really special. So please come out, buy the hot sauce. You can find it at Schnucks. You can find it at Crippling.
TheCripplingCompany.com.
CripplingCompany.com. So order some sauce. Like I said, we're going to give some away. But
It's also at Deerberg's as well for anybody.
Schnucks and Deerbergs.
Anybody that's in Edwardsville or Shiloh in the Illinois area or anywhere in Missouri. Deerberg's as well, and most local retailers, I'm blessed to say now, are a part of Crippling's story.
Okay. What do you got coming up, Drew?
So coming up, we are pushing cooking show more and going into 24. We got this Wounded Warriors classic vending event going on. It's the largest disabled veterans hockey tournament in Missouri that's happening February 9th through 11th, I believe. I'll be there slinging my hot sauce and come out if you're in the area and support a great cause for local disabled veterans.
Where is that at?
Centene Ice Center, where the Blues practice.
Okay. All right. Awesome. That's February 9th,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
All right. Wounded Warrior Project, Wounded Warrior Hockey. How much that is an amazing concept to me, that those guys are out there battling each other. Drew, thank you so much for coming over here tonight. Really appreciate it. And like you said, he's going to be slinging hot sauce and cracking jokes out there. So getting to see you again and be here, I'm looking forward to staying in contact, because I think you've got a really good thing going here. And anytime you need anything, reach out to Dusty or I, reach out to our page, and we will be happy to come out and support you as well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if we can maybe get more events going, or see what we can do together to kind of help support communities alike.
That's awesome. And one of the things I want to give a shout out to is somebody else that I met that day and who is helping Drew out with a lot of things. He shoots the show, shoots a lot of content with Drew, Wesley Davis. Look him up. We're going to work with Wesley in the future. We talked about that day in Festus. So give Wesley some love too, because he's a fantastic young man and he's got some great stuff out there.
Wesley's a G, that's for sure. Shoots great content, and I can't wait to continue working with him, and I'm sure you can't wait either.
That's right. Yep. Drew, thank you so much for coming. Mom and Dad, thanks for bringing him out to us tonight. This has been amazing. Guys, thanks for everything that you do with us. Thanks for the support and the love that you show us. Share that with these folks because it goes to a meaningful cause. And now that Dusty and I are back at this, the message of positivity is going to grow, not only for Dupo, but we're expanding things like we're talking with Drew here tonight. We've got some other events coming up. And please like, share, follow, and subscribe across our platforms. But thank everybody for tuning in tonight, watching, supporting. Much love from me and Dusty. Have a great night, guys.